welcome back, welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts in the house here once again with some more Peaky Blinders. I watched a couple of episodes. I know you guys are saying, why didn't you just watch it every week, man? Stop crying. Okay, there's plenty of stuff to do on my channel. That's the reason why, man. Plenty of stuff that I have to catch up to. Okay, I had to get The Last Kingdom done because the whole season dropped from Peaky Blinders, dropping every week. So today, in this session that I'm sitting down here, I'm gonna try to do episodes 3 through 5. So that's 3 episodes I'm going to do. I'm gonna drop them all on the Patreon, so if you want to see them early, you can always go over there and watch the reactions as well. I'm gonna try to include the reviews for the episodes over there as well, not just the reactions, so you don't have to wait to know what I had to say about the episodes and what a view. So let's jump into it. I will see you guys at the end for the review.
Mr. Shelby, your daughter has consumption. Consumption is a very infectious disease. There are procedures that must be followed. Please, hand over the child.
Okay.
Is he?
She has consumption?
Right,
What the hell is that?
Be gentle.
Look after her.
That's my daughter. You hear me? I need to be with her. I need to be with my daughter!
Come. Okay. While they are x-raying her, they have to x-ray us because we might have it as well.
Fuck us, Lizzie. Fuck us! Fuck you and me! Who brought this on? Who brought on this curse?
Stop, Tommy! Fucking stop!
Consumption. What the hell is that?
They did it on purpose.
Never heard of a disease called consumption.
Tommy, stop.
Have you guys? I don't know.
All right.
Never heard of that.
My husband is very sorry.
Okay.
My husband is very sorry. And he is calm now. He's recovering from addiction. Sometimes
he's a horse in a crate kicking the crate. It's just a crate I'm kicking. I'm sorry. See?
Yeah.
Tell me what I have to do.
This way, sir.
Sorry.
she has a tubercular infection in her left lung. Caught it quite early. They'll do more tests.
Tuberculosis.
They do this thing, pulmonary something, where they collapse the lung, let it rest. Sometimes the lung cures itself.
Hold on a second. Tuberculosis.
If that
That's
doesn't work, they
contagious?
use gout.
What?
Is it?
Gold.
Gout salts. The doctor said he explained the methods to you when you cut the ribbon to open the institution.
Can't remember how, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, gold salts. Salt with 37% gold. They say it helps, but it will make her more sick at first.
Do they say what the chances are?
They don't say. But she's small. And with TB, that's not good because the disease is big and fast.
That seems very, very strange.
You can try gold. How much? try something else?
It's contagious. Like,
Ada,
that is.
listen to me. I need you to be me in London. Now, it's important. I know you want nothing to do with my business. But Ruby is very sick. I need 5 days of your time.
As much as Ada always wants to, like, she embraced it for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But she's
Go to the
always
door and
wanted
take her
to.
coat.
Yes, ma'am.
Make a note of the label.
Of course, ma'am.
Really? She's always wanted to be away from the business, and then she just gets pulled right back in. Because after all, she is a Shelby.
Mrs. Ada Thorne, ma'am.
I thought you were all called Shelby.
Oh, I'm a widow.
Well, my husband didn't have the good grace to die. He lingers yet.
Your husband's a member of the Guinness family, I believe. They do a lot of good work on behalf of the poor.
The poor who are only poor because they spent so much of their income on Guinness. Please.
I think the causes of poverty are a little more complex than that.
Yes, I believe it is to do with genetics.
Huh. Beautiful
What?
vase.
My grandfather stole it from a brothel in Cairo.
Egyptian. 18th dynasty, I think.
How do you know so much about Egyptian vases?
I collect antiques.
A tribe of gypsies settles on a clearing in a factory town. Children, of course, ensue in their hundreds, but one of them becomes a gangster and a politician. The other, a collector of antiques. It is quite extraordinary.
A result of genetics, I think.
My dear, you researched me and I researched you. If this was 1919, you would have come through my front door carrying a revolver and a Molotov cocktail and would happily have blown off my head.
Isn't it wonderful how time changes everything? Where is the American?
He'll be here later.
Where's Mosley?
He heard Thomas wasn't coming, so he decided to sulk. You know how men are. Where is Thomas?
His daughter is sick.
Does he not employ a governess?
It's a class thing. A genetic thing. He puts his daughter's welfare before business.
Even the business of changing the world.
Yes,
Today was purely
bitch.
social.
Now that it's just you, I suppose it will.
Everything is about genetics. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
You should know your brother has altered my life. The men here just bounce up and down in their saddles in a rising trot, never even galloping. Thomas is the man on the horse on the vase. That's why I put it out for you to look at.
According to recent interpretations, the Black Rider on 18th Dynasty vases is meant to signify approaching death. So, yes, I suppose it resembles Thomas.
Tell me, why is he so emotionally mutilated?
Oh, because he's a character in a novel, of course. One of those novels ladies like you like to read, all about wild men.
Well, I don't read novels. I read only pornography and politics.
Okay.
In the absence of men, shouldn't we ladies be engaging in small talk?
Very well. Small talk.
This conversation went absolutely nowhere. Oh my god.
You know I like to fuck women as well as men.
Oh, really? This is where we're going now?
He's right. He says that everything is a circle. A lady in Eaton Square, as coarse and honest as an Aston whore.
Just realised I haven't even offered you a drink. Ada, before the dreary business of changing the world begins, I want you to know something. When the time comes for the great cleansing, I myself will personally argue the case that the Jews must be dealt with, but that the gypsies should be spared. Let's drink whiskey and wait for the American.
The cleansing? Yo, these people really did have some big ambitions, did they?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the owner of this cold pistol, and the bullets within it. And I'm in a hurry. I follow the pattern signs with the Lee family. I'm looking for Esme Shelby Lee.
Never heard of her.
You always me mullah pals, Rumney. Mandy comes to Pukatalaki Carnasig.
Esma's husband was a fucking dirty Didakoi. He was a Peaky Blinder.
Yeah? Well, I'm the elder and more terrible. And as I said, I'm in a hurry. Where is she?
Is she there?
Put your gun away, Thomas. There's children around. Didcoy's too grand to put his arse on the grass these days.
I have a daughter, Esme. Her name is Ruby. She's fallen ill suddenly. She's very sick. And I can tell by saying her name and looking in your eyes that I've wasted petrol, time and hope.
Wasted petrol on what? Tommy Shelby at OBE MP. Running around the mountains in pursuit of a gypsy curse, is that it? Thought you had Polly deal with the spirits.
Polly is dead.
Bullet or blade?
Still speaks to me in my dreams. It was her who told me come find you.
Polly. That name like the ringing of a school bell. Come and do as you're told. Fuck. So glad I'm not in your camp anymore. Made of bricks and bars.
My daughter is dying, Esme. Some people go to France. To Lourdes, I hear they sell trinkets. I need more than fucking trinkets. I can tell from your reaction this was not your doing. Sorry for troubling you.
He thought Esme was the one that cursed her.
Now, would the sister like some more champagne?
Oh, the sister is allowed to speak.
She thinks this lunch is purely social.
The sister is here because there's sickness in the family. Thomas wanted someone from the Shelby organisation to introduce Mr. Nelson to you, and to offer all three of you an invitation.
Ooh. What invitation?
The invitation can wait. And please remember that in this moment, in this room, it is the Shelby family that holds the power, because we have the information and the incentives that will make Mr. Nelson do what you require him to do. So when I speak, please keep your fucking mouths closed, because although I'm reluctant, I am actually quite good at this. And yes, I will have champagne.
That's my girl, man.
Is it true?
Gina?
Hello, Ada.
Fucking
Michael sends his
Gina.
regards.
You're the sister.
Yes, it seems I am indeed the sister.
The sister.
I did some research. You're communist once, but diamonds and lipstick now.
Actually, I'm a socialist.
She's Mr. Shelby's political advisor. And you're the future Prime Minister of Great Britain and its dominions.
Indeed I am.
And you, Lady Diana Mitford. Talk of London with amphetamines and emeralds.
It's a sharp mind that I'm in love with.
Men bore me. Ada, do you have a man?
My husband died. But of course, we speak often.
Between this sparkling conversation, could I get a drink?
Yo, Ada. Yo, the sarcasm that has been in this meeting between these three has been hilarious, dude. Like, the way how they talk to each other is like, there's zero respect in this room. Like, nobody respects anybody in this room. Everybody's just like, I'm on my side, you're on your side, you're on your side. So it's like everybody's kind of like insulting each other, but not directly. It's like these indirect insults that is happening, that is just it's gold.
Of some kind.
So this little kid, Gina, she runs out, she marries a gangster, and now here we all are.
Oh, Jack, please, you're so blunt.
Yes, it's wonderful. A man who is not careful with his words.
I'm not careful. Just say it first and then clear up the broken glass with my bare hands. I don't seem to have a drink either. I have Scotch or Irish.
Thomas drinks Irish.
Where the hell is he?
Irish. He's been unavoidably detained.
Nothing's unavoidable.
His daughter is unwell.
He doesn't have a wife?
You know, I did some research on you too, Mr. Nelson.
Ada here is the smart one of the family.
I learned that when you were young, you lost a brother and a sister to consumption.
Oh. That's a soft spot.
No ice?
Well, that
So
same
he
awful illness
lost-
has entered our family. And you see, Thomas has very little faith in current medical practices regarding tuberculosis.
Man, he has that right.
He's gone off in search of alternative approaches to curing the disease. Experimental work that he hopes will save the life of his daughter.
In his shoes, I would do the same thing. Your brother intrigues me.
Yes. He often has that effect on people.
Yes, and my future husband has that effect on 20 million people in this country who attend his rallies and listen to his broadcasts.
It's
Oh,
amazing
great for him.
what English upper-class women can do with just skin, bone, and arrogance.
My brother sends his apologies for not being here and would like to invite all of you to his home for a meeting. A meeting where the real business will be done. And where you can meet like minds from Ireland who would also like to discuss the future of Europe. But as you say, this lunch is purely social. And looking at my glass, I see I still don't have champagne.
Michael told me the sister had gone straight.
Yes, but her brother is the sun. The rest just orbit around him.
Gina tells me lots of things, but I want to hear it from you, Ada. What exactly does the Shelby Company Limited do?
They took his spark plug.
You used to have eyes in the back of your head. How can you change so much and not change at all?
I've other lines of inquiry. Give me the spark plug. Give me this. Give me the fucking spark plug.
Give you the spark, give you hope, is that what you want? Mandy Ginsby pal of the cover. Something you should see. Someone dead. Someone grieving. Lot of hate against you. You were wise to come to me, Thomas.
Was we now?
Open the bonnet, would you?
What hate? What hate? What grieving?
I hope the suspension's good. Go to a wilder place.
You know what I'm saying?
Nick, I've got to go. I'm the boss's sister, is it?
For the next 5 days, I'm not the boss's sister, I'm the boss. Where is Arthur?
We locked him in the cash safe. When he gets the yamps really bad, he tells us to lock him in the safe. Stop him from slipping down to Chinatown.
What are the yamps?
When you lose your head, you can't control yourself. Young people say it.
Arthur gets the yamps a lot.
The
I lock
yamps.
him twice a day. Arthur gets them 3 times a day.
It smells in here.
Arthur sleeps on the floor. We lock him in at night.
On your feet. Sit down.
Nice perfume.
Tommy likes you, Isaiah.
Believe I'm suited to this life.
I'm not so sure about you.
I was given to understand that you're no longer part of the company.
You speak well.
I was going to be an accountant, but everybody said I'll be wasted counting money instead of stealing it. What's the name of that perfume? I've got a girlfriend with a birthday.
I want you to go to Liverpool.
Well, then I will go to Liverpool.
We have opium in storage at the Salthouse docks. Word got out among the dock workers. They started stealing cupfuls. Now it's by the bucket.
What bucket? The audacity of it.
The sale of the stolen opium is being organised by a union convener called Hayden Stagg. In the envelope, you'll find details of where to find him and what to do to him when you do.
Is there a black star on the envelope?
I decided not.
You decided.
The name of the perfume is Know Your Fucking Place, soldier. I decided he'll just take a beating. And also, that you're gonna take Arthur with you.
Arthur, 10 days clean, I'm gonna take him into a warehouse full of fucking opium.
It can be your job to look after him.
Why take him at all?
It's his reputation you're taking. The beating can be conducted in a civilized way. No one would dare fuck with Arthur Shelby.
But they would fuck with me.
Yes. He is Arthur Shelby. You're Isaiah... who?
Damn, the disrespect though.
I'm just Isaiah, who is keen to learn. Ada.
Keep him clean. Deal with Hayden Stagg. Bring Arthur back in one piece, and in return, I won't tell Tommy that you're laying private bets on races that we've fixed.
Just trying to make a few extra pennies. Buy that birthday present for my girlfriend.
Lucky girl.
Why is Ada looking so sexy this episode though?
Right, hold on. Listen, you know what I got to do, right? Got your orders. I'm depending on you. You hear me? Let me tell you something. Any man, any fucking man, who looked like this before. The Peaky Blinder. The Peaky Blinder still looks like this. After.
The last I saw, he was up to his balls in a lady called Maria.
No time for tradition or the rules of the sporting life, because among the Peaky Blinders, any man who comes home from a mission with all his bullets, he pays a fine.
My name's Hayden Stagg. I hear there's so many from Birmingham looking for me. I was in the banana warehouse playing football with the boys.
Okay.
I'm guessing you
Unnecessary.
gentlemen aren't here to kick footballs.
But the pub you drink in, Mr. Stagg, it's called the Dolphin, right? Every night, every now. Not to drink. You're there divvying up today's take, isn't you? And there's a woman there. She sings out, "Opium for sale!"
Sit down, boys. The rules say the king puts his head on the block and the game's up.
You're stealing from the Shelby Company Limited. You're stealing from the Peaky Blinders, man. But, out of kindness, in my heart, your sentence has been commuted. Praise the fucking Lord! And our lovely Ada, eh? Instead, Mr. Hayden Stagg, it's just a beating for you.
Well, before I take this beating, yeah, stories about you come up the canal. You know, where once you walk fine alone, now you need a stick.
Let's just fucking do it, Arthur.
Well, for me, it was the morphine they gave us in France. I got a taste for it out there. 1924, before I realised the fucking war was over. There's a warehouse full of it just across the yard there, where the boys play football. And they steal it, roll around laughing, and it floats in the air. Your own blood betrays you because it demands dilution. Sometimes you want to cut a doorway in your arms so your blood can escape and leave you in blessed peace. Yeah. I was once where you are now, aren't I?
Yo, would y'all just
do
be...
it, do it. But look at me as a man you can be. You've tried Jesus, yeah? Yeah, he looked you up and down and he shook his head. Your loved ones. Your wife. Your kids.
So he's this man's trying to talk
Jesus
himself.
and your wife and your kids can't help you. Only you, Arthur Shelby.
Well, thanks for the intervention. Does not
Don't count the days.
save your beating.
Futile. You get to 100 and then you wake up and it's fucking 1 again.
Oh, they just give me the fucking word, I'll fucking do it! Oh, so I'm not gonna ask you fucking twice!
Leave him alone.
No, fucking
Making the Peaky Blinders look weak right now, bruh.
No, let's go, come on.
That's not good.
Come on, all of ya! Lawyer! Lawyer!
Tell me whose grave it is.
You'll see. Who knows what you'll see? Do you ever go to John's grave?
Things are really bad.
Well, what's really bad?
I've done bad things, Esme.
You think now you've been punished for them?
I would like to make amends.
You want to lift every curse anyone's ever put on you. That's a lot of lifting. My own curse is in there somewhere.
I should have done more to protect John.
You think in this holy place the spirits are listening to you being kind?
Believe it or not, Esme, I'm discovering kindness. I'm learning it from my children.
Do you ever think you've lost your mind, Thomas?
I lost it long ago. Only used the crate it came in.
I know why you're here.
I'm in a hurry, Esme.
You think you can make a deal even with death? Well, soon you'll be in the right place to do it. The village disappeared, church fell down, and you'll still use the graveyard. You recall a sapphire? You gave a sapphire to a woman called Bethany Barwell.
10 years ago.
She took the stone back to her camp.
I warned her about it, but she took it anyway.
Yeah, I
She gave the
remember
sapphire
that.
to her sister.
Slightly.
Barwell. Evadne put the stone around the neck of her daughter, little girl. Straight away, the little girl began to cough. She died that night, 7 years old.
So that's the curse?
I heard they threw the sapphire in the river. No one's ever gone to look for it. I'm guessing it'll be the girl's mother who laid the curse. Only women can lay curses. Perhaps she waited till your little girl was 7, so you'd know how it feels.
Wow. I never even thought of that. Like, I slightly remember
Do you have whiskey?
what they're talking about. What season was that? Was that last season? I don't think that was last season.
Tommy, perhaps the treatment will work and your daughter will live. Science. Science is winning everything these days, even against the angels.
That's just because most of the shit
I can
y'all
leave
believe
if
in
you want.
is dumb as fuck.
The horse knows its way back. But I
About
think there should be
sod.
some reward for what I've shown you.
That's the excuse that everybody uses these days when their quote-unquote religion doesn't work. It's like, oh, science is winning. Science has always been there. It's all about discovery. So there's things that I've seen You know what I'm saying? There's things that I've seen, like, personally with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? That is next to, you know, it's next to being supernatural, unbelievable, that I've seen with my own eyes. But in the context of the show, though, I get where they're coming from. Science is not winning. Science is just not being, you know, not, these things just wasn't discovered yet, but it's not necessarily winning. How far back was I listening to? How much did I miss? Jeez.
Science. Science is winning everything these days. Even against the angels.
It's not like the angels was in competition.
I can leave you if you want. Your horse know its way back. But I think there should be some reward for what I've shown you. Some consideration. You can afford it, Mr. Shelby OBE.
I will find her. I will find this fucking Evadne Barwell. I will fucking find her. And I will give her money to take back this curse.
You only found me because I wanted to be found. And the Barwells roam from the border to the sea.
I will give her £10,000 more, anything. You will put out word, Esme. You will put out word, I will put out word, and I will find her. And instead of this poor wooden cross,
Tommy!
I will build a monument to this little girl. Her mother can decide how big. It can be as big as fucking Nelson's column. That and £10,000. I will buy her off. I will start looking today. Ruby will be well. She will be well. And I will undo the many wrongs that I have done. Now that I'm without whiskey, I can hear the spirits clearly, and they're saying that Ruby will be well if I make amends. That is the conversation.
If you want my help, I will help you, Thomas, if you also pay me. Pay me, and I will help you to find her.
I will pay you.
But I don't want money. I don't read the papers, but I know there's a crash, and nothing is certain, and money loses value. Instead of money, give me gold.
Gold? Yes, I will give you gold.
In certain times, gold is always certain.
I will give you gold.
Well,
and you will help me find this woman.
even today, that
and
still
she will
holds
spare
true.
my daughter. Lizzie!
Where the fuck were you? Where were you? Where the fuck were you?
What happened?
She's gone, Tommy.
Shit. Fuck.
She's gone. Just now. 5:17. Fucking here. Where are you?
You gotta be kidding me, dude. I was really holding out hope.
It was before then, and she was here, and then she was gone. Now she's gone to where they've put the dead.
That's the worst,
She was asking
man.
just now for you. 5:17. I told her that you looked. I gave her your kiss goodbye.
Damn, bro. Losing a child, man, it's... You don't even know what to say. You weren't there, bruh. You weren't there, man. When it comes on to stuff like that, the reason why a lot of times, right, where I look at this stuff and when I watch it, and they are really getting into some different aspects of, you know, life itself. You know what I'm saying? For these 3 episodes that I've watched so far this season, they're really dealing with the family aspect of the show. Of course, the gypsy situation has always been a part of the show. You know, I'm not one to believe in that stuff or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, I think that doctors are here for a reason, and a lot of time, I'm not saying that there's not bad doctors out there that misdiagnose people and stuff like that. That's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because for every good thing there's always, you know what I'm saying, something to corrupt it. There's always someone or something that always try to corrupt that good thing. And you heard me talk about it during the episode just now, and what I'm saying, like, he should be with his daughter. You should be there. You should not be all over the place trying to find find curses or whatever. Don't get me wrong. In the context of the show, I understand why this is happening. I understand why he's all over the place. He has strong gypsy ties. I wonder if this now is going to change his perspective about this whole gypsy curse and all this other stuff. She died from tuberculosis. Like, it's a respiratory disease, right? I didn't know that tuberculosis was actually contagious. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that it was a contagious disease. So that was news to me. I know of it. I just didn't know that it was like contagious. I didn't know that if you hang around people with it, you could catch it too. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like the coronavirus right now. So it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to me. Like, that caught me off guard because I did not know. Like, don't get me wrong, I've never like studied the disease or anything like that. I've never studied it, but I didn't know that it was contagious. So I wonder if this is going to change his perspective. I did not expect Ruby to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in my family has lost kids, like lost their children. You never know what to say to those people, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's a hard situation. You don't know how to deal with it yourself, much less to try to help someone through it. So it's kind of like, you don't know how, you just got to be, it's like, listen, if you just got to be there. That person needs you know what I'm saying? You just got to be there. So it's just one of those things that I look at and I'm just like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? What do you expect here in this situation? As in, the idea of sending Arthur to go deal with the situation was a bad idea on Ada's part. I did not like the idea. I just didn't voice it. I didn't like the idea of her sending. You can't send in somebody. Dude made a good point. He's a recovering addict. You can't send him in a situation like this. And as much as it was a badass moment that turned out to be a sad situation, you know what I'm saying? It was just a bad idea. So I don't know, how Tommy is going to in response to all of this. How things are going to change from here on out for the rest of the season. So I don't know what's going to happen now. Is his perspective is going to change on what he has to do? You know what I mean? Because this is, anytime stuff like this happens in whatever I am watching, anytime stuff like this happen, I have to, you know what I'm saying, I have to look at the writers and call them bold, because most people would not go in this direction. This is like the second new show now that I'm watching where I see them take the chance of making a child die, right? It's not something you see in TV that often, because people don't go in that direction. Yes, characters will die in a show, you know what I'm saying? Characters will die, but when children die in TV shows, it's always a risk. You know what I'm saying? It's always a risk. And really do have to say they're bold for making that choice. And you don't want to sit here and be like, oh, it's a good choice. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the best word to use in a situation like this. I didn't expect it. I thought, she was going to pull through. Are they going to figure out where this quote unquote curse is coming from? And that's going to be the resolve. And we continue with the gypsy plot line or whatever the situation is. That's what I was expecting. I did not expect them. But it seems like they're kind of debunking the whole Gypsy situation in a way by letting her die and be like, she died because she had a respiratory disease. You know what I'm saying? And back then, there was no cure for tuberculosis. Tuberculosis nowadays, it ain't killing nobody unless you're in some very poor third world country somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Tuberculosis ain't killing nobody. Like, it's not a threat. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually, I think you actually get, they do test you for, I think they do test you for tuberculosis when, like, if you immigrate to the United States. I think that's one of the tests that they do, if I remember correctly. Because I am Jamaican, I had to do a full set of medical stuff for my immigration stuff. So I do think they do test you for tuberculosis. I don't remember exactly. I think they do though, because I do remember doing a specific test for tuberculosis. So it's one of those things when it comes on to the show, and the context of it is, where is Tommy going from here? How is he going to be from here? You know what I'm saying? And it was good to see Arthur in good spirits, not on the sauce. You know what I'm saying? And you know, dude that he was trying to rough up was a former addict, and he kind of talked Arthur down because he understands where Arthur is. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of got the Arthur decided not to beat the dude up. Kind of letting the Peaky Blinders. It's been a while since they operated as the Peaky Blinders, so that was a good throwback. You know, seeing them in the Kangol hats, and you know, they probably had the razor blades. Isaiah's always wanted to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. But this was a great episode, man. I can't say otherwise. It was a great episode. They did their thing. But didn't expect them to kill Ruby. I didn't expect that. That kind of caught me off guard there. But it was a bold choice. It was a bold choice. So I have to shout out to the writers for actually doing that, because when you actually see that in TV shows, it really does bring a lot of things to the forefront, and you know, let you think on different things. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm moving on to episode 4. This was a good one. Appreciate you guys, man. Leave a like, leave a comment. I will catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.